Alrighty, good morning, traders, and you know what time it is? It is Pip Grabber time, and thank you for joining. This is the FxBigDog, and we're going to go ahead and look at a very simple trade strategy, which looks for 20 pips in the market. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for support and resistance and buying off these levels and going ahead and chasing after just 20 pips out of the market. And yes, it is a net 20 pips out of the market. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show on the bowl. See you. Alrighty, traders. Well, welcome back to the Pip Grabber Trading Show, where we look for 20 pips out of the market, grab it, get it out, and get the heck out of Dodge. And that's what we do. We look for 20 pips out of the market. So listen here, traders, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Now, just a quick recap from last week. Last week, all our trades are paid off, so we've closed out all our positions. We actually, I don't know if you noticed, but if you followed me in the Telegram, and by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the description below. There's a link to a Telegram channel where everything I place in this trading account, you get notified. Now, I did a show on Friday for another YouTuber, and what I did is I actually placed trades in that show that were chasing after 20 pips. And so you would have got those signals. You probably thought, what the heck's going on? What is Big Dog doing? Well, yeah, Friday I placed trades, and you would have got that notification if you had followed me on Telegram. Now, check out the description below. It is a free link to my Telegram channel that we go ahead and place trades, and those trades that we place will be sent through on that Telegram channel. Now, there's other information down in the description that you may be interested in. The trade copier, the trading tool that we use, all that good stuff, my social media connections. Check it all down below. And we also got my Telegram channel as well. There's my FxBigDog Telegram channel as well. You may want to follow me on that as well. Now, we're only broadcasting on 2 channels now. And this is going to be on the FxBigDog and the Traders Network channel here on YouTube. We've now gone ahead and moved away, just like we said last week. We moved away from all the other channels. So if you are here for the first time and you've come from the other platforms because of some sort of social media advertising we've done, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when we go live on these channels. And both channels are important, all right, because we're going to eventually move away from the FxBigDog channel and only trade the Pip Grabber Trading Show on the Traders Network show. So keep in mind that we're all moving around. We're just doing this at the moment right now to get more exposure, but we are going to narrow it down to one channel for each of these type of shows that we're doing. So we're building up. We're getting very excited about what's going on right here, and we're building up our channel. And we'd like you to go ahead and make sure that you not only subscribe to the channel, but do us a huge favor and go ahead and smash the like button. I'm going to remind you again. As we go through the session, I am going to remind you again to smash that like button, because this is the only way that we beat the Google algorithm is by creating this type of thing. Smashing the like button and then sharing this video out to others. Go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to wait. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's get the show on the ball. All right, let's get the show on the ball. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first opportunity that we're going to go ahead and look at, and that is, of course, the Aussie. I have seen a lot of movement coming out in the Aussie this morning. This is the Aussie CAD right here, and here it is right here. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. We got this is a 4-hour time frame, and if I go ahead and take a look at this 4-hour. We noticed that the market did create these downward swings. Now, clearly I'm missing something, because we had this wave 1 right here. Okay, here it is. We had this wave 1, wave 2, and our wave 3 should have ended right about here. And so I'm going to go ahead and extend my fibs. Let me make sure I've got this at the right place, because I want to make sure I definitely have got this right. So we had a wave 1 right here, wave 2, wave 3 down here, and wave 5. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill this fib right here, and I'm going to extend this one all the way down to here, because this now creates that big wave 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and compress the charts a little bit. Check this out. Here we have this larger wave. So this what I'm looking at right here is actually an inside swing, because if you look over here, here we had a wave 1, 2, 3 down here. Market went into a bit of consolidation. We were thinking that price is going to take out wave 4. It surprised us and created a running flat, and the market went ahead and went lower, and so we're chasing after this level of support right here. Now, we're not too far away from that level of support right here, so which means that the market may go down a little bit, but it's looking to start heading back up north. In fact, we may be chasing after the previous highs up here at the top. So there's a good chance that we may see a bounce in price moving back up again. Now, because we're chasing after just 20 pips out of the market, we've got to be very careful about how we trade, all right? And so what we do is we use a cost averaging strategy. And if you're wondering how well this strategy is doing, then you might want to go ahead and check out the description below, because our trade Copier has generated over, in fact, let me go ahead and take a look right here. Let me show you what it's doing rather than you taking my word for that. Let's take a look and see what it's actually been doing so far. So the trade Copier has done, well, it's 2.2%. Last month it did 15%. We had a couple of 12. We had a 17% right here. And we've generated, there we go. We've generated 123% for the year, and it's 16,611 pips been generated for the year so far. So the trade Copier is doing exceptionally well. And so what we do is, in the trade Copier, as well as what we do here in this session, we do a cost averaging trading approach, which means that we're going to be buying at certain levels, we're going to be selling at certain levels, and we're going to cost average out so that we can go ahead and make a 20 pip profit. So what I've got to make sure about is, when I use this type of strategy, is that I'm making sure that I absolutely have I absolutely make sure that I am buying and selling at support and resistance. So it gives me the highest probability for the market to move in my direction. And if I am wrong and it breaks through these support and resistance levels, I do have a cost average, so it allows me to get out of this trade with some profit, maybe even at a break-even point, depending, of course, how many positions I've entered. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look over here. As I dig into the Aussie right here, I do notice that we do have support coming up over here. Right, there's a support there. So that support, how far is it from where we're trading at the moment? Right, let's take a look and see. And let me pull it up here. So it looks like we've got about, it looks like 30, about maybe 50 pips. So we've got about 50 pips before we hit that support there. Now, clearly traders, and can we just do a full screen right now? But clearly traders, what we need to know and we need to understand is that support and resistance is not a defined price, but it's an area. And if it's an area, that means when we talk about the support levels and resistance levels, we're thinking that price may move through that level. It doesn't necessarily mean it's broken through it. It just means it's testing that level. And so when we use this cost averaging approach, it does allow us to be slightly off. And if there's any spiking or volatility around those levels, we're going to be okay. And the market's going to be able to maybe pick up some more positions, but still get us in the right direction. So that's important. That's the reason why we do this. All right. So let's go back to the Aussie CAD right here. So Aussie CAD is at a 1.618 right here. So there is this expectation that we're going to see some rally. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this trend line. So we're going to adjust the trend line right about there. And so even though we've got a 1.27 right here down here, we're at an inside 1.618. So I'm going to expect Aussie CAD to rally. I'm also expecting that we're probably going to go ahead and see some rally off that level. So if I don't get this one, the first entry right, I'll probably get the second one right. So I think I'm going to be quite comfortable buying on Aussie CAD. So let's do this. Let's go to Aussie CAD. And the trading tool I'm using right here is called the Pip Grabber Trading Tool. And it can be found, how to get access to that, inside the description down below. So I'm going to go ahead and buy in on that. There it is. I'm now long on the Aussie CAD, looking for a 20 pip grab out of that. And so we'll go ahead and check that out. Now, I do see I'm on a 15-minute time frame on this particular chart right here, which is unusual. I'll normally go and trade it on the 1 hour, but I want to show you something here. And by the way, it doesn't matter what time frame you're trading. Once you decide you're buying or selling, it's just a matter of trying to get in. But what I did notice on that 15, by the way, is this. Let's see if I'm still seeing it here. Yeah, here I am. See, here is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now the market's just moving back in a retracement move right here. And we've seen a little bit of indecision here. So that's a good sign that price maybe go ahead and pop up a little higher to give us a 15 pip move. So, okay, so I'm comfortable and I'm set on that. All right, so we're long on Aussie CAD looking for our 20 pips. And by the way, that trade that's just been implemented will be a notification inside my Telegram channel. Check out below. You'll get access to that if you go check out the description below. And in that description, look for our Telegram channel that's going to give you these Pip Grabber Trading Show signals. Now, I've got a lot of traders emailing me and getting confused between the Pip Grabber Trading Show message or these trades and the actual trade copier trades. So if you are subscribed to the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, you actually get the trade copier signals. So you can go ahead and follow those signals with your with the trading tool. But if you want your trading to be completely automated, clearly you've got to go for the trade copier. That will be the option right there. So let's take a look at the New Zealand CAD. Woo! New Zealand CAD has been bearish. Now, let's see here. I think we need to do some housekeeping here. What do you guys think? Definitely think we need to do some housekeeping here. So let's go ahead and let's take a look here. I'm going to do this. Yeah, let's do some housekeeping here. I think we need to do some housekeeping on this. So as I go to this, I'm going to clean up everything inside here. All right, let me just clean up completely here. All right, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up that level. And the next thing here is 1, 2, 3. So we definitely got some buys there. And then 1, actually 2, 3, 4. And so we're looking for some sells here. So this is buys, this is sells over here at the top. And so because we came off the bottom right here, we're looking for price to continue moving up. All right, so let me go to the daily now. Maybe I can see it on the 4 hour. Let's see the 4 hour. Okay, so the last move, maybe I should go to the daily. The last move we had right here, and we got a trader that says that the New Zealand CAD is killing me. Yeah, we got a few trades in the. I think we got 10 trades on the trade copy on this, and it shouldn't be killing you. All right, nothing should be killing you because you got good equity management on your trades, right? If you got good equity management on your trade, nothing should be killing you. Okay? But don't worry, I know I use that word a lot myself. It's killing me. All right, so here we go. We got wave 1. Okay, so we got price that's gone ahead and take. Oh, this is what's exciting. Check this out. If you look at the patterns, what pattern do we have right here? We have a market that's gone up, failed to go to the 1.618, stalled here at the 127, and now coming back to take out the previous low right here, This is called an irregular flat. So we see an irregular flat pattern sitting up here on this daily. Okay, that's a good sign. And so if we look over here, I'm going to mark off that low. And price is trading just below that low right now. And so here is here's a wave going down. Then we had price going up, down. It looked like it was a running flat. This is a running flat setup right here. And then here we have another inside swing from there to there. That'll be more visible on the 4 hours. Let me go to the 4 hour right here. Okay, so that's the 4 hour swing going down there. And so inside this is where I'm looking for. I'm looking for those short-term bounces. So inside there we have a wave 1, wave 2 right here, and price is trading all the way down. For the 118 of that, we've got this right here. We've got support there. Traders, we got to think bounce. There's got to be a bounce right here. All right, so we're going to see a bounce on the New Zealand CAD right here. Let's go take a look at the news. We did have the Aussie rate decision last night. They kept the rates unchanged at 0.1%. So we did have some changes on that. We had the statement after that. We've got some Canadian data coming out on Wednesday, and they're going to keep the rates unchanged. Let's take a quick look at some Aussie crosses right here. Well, we did take a look at the Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD rallied from the rate decision. So we took the rate decision last night. We did see a little rally, not a whole bunch, after they kept the rates unchanged. So we know that the Canadians are possibly going to keep the rates also unchanged as well. But what I've got to look over here is we're definitely in an oversold condition here. And we're starting to see the oscillator show a bit of positive divergence here as well, which means that traders, I'm going to look to buy on the New Zealand CAD. So New Zealand CAD right here, I'm going to go ahead and buy that bounce, and I'll look for price to go up 20 pips on that. All right, there it is. We're in. So we're locked and loaded with 20 pips. So we're looking for 20 pips out of that. Let's move on to another currency pair. Oh, no. Hooray, you fine. Hooray's got every $1,000, one micro lot. Yep, you're fine. You're good. You're good, my friend. Is it, what is your leverage, by the way, Hooray? What is your leverage on that? So let's take a look over here. So US dollar CAD. Let's do some housekeeping. So we've had this big bearish move. Listen here. I've been preaching bearish on US dollar CAD for a long time right now. A long time. And so, oh, hooray, you're fine. You're fine, my friend. So we've been looking and preaching about the Euro CAD for a long time right now. And with the Euro CAD, I'm looking at the Euro CAD. Sorry, did I say Euro CAD? I mean US dollar CAD. We've been looking at the US dollar CAD, and we've been preaching US dollar CAD bearish for a long time. And the reason why we've been preaching that, we've been saying that the dollar's going to weaken. We've also looked at, of course, the US oil. We're also looking for US oil to weaken as well. But we said that there's going to be a battle between the two, and which one is going to be the weakest, right? And so we've established that the dollar has been the weakest. And that's why we're looking for this dip to the downside. So this is definitely overdue, all right? Definitely overdue. But again, with dips, there is going to be some correction moves, all right? And so as I'm looking over here on the larger time frame, I do establish that, yes, we should be seeing a US CAD moving south. But I'm going to look for the bounces. And I'm opening up my 15-minute time frame right here, and I'm going to look at this bounce right here. Look at the oscillator. We're well oversold on the oscillator. In fact, I'm going to go to the 1 hour now. 1 hour showing the same thing. Very much oversold right here. Looking for a bounce back. Look at this indecision here. So we've got what? About 7 minutes left before that candle closes out. If you look over here, there's no doubt in our mind that there was a wave 1. And now this is a wave 3 all the way down here. So which means that we're inside a 4th wave correction. And so price, if it retraces, it could go back around about 50 pips right here. All we want is our 20 pips for Christmas. Oh, just kidding. All right. So looking for our 20 pips right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I know that the trade copier, I believe, is also long. Go ahead and take a look at the trade copier. Let's take a look here. And the trade copier currently right now is, is also long. So the trade copy is also looking for a bounce. I like that. I like a bounce. I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if we can go ahead and go long on this. And so I'm going to go bullish on US Dollar CAD right here. All right, we're in. We are in. Let's take a look and see if there's anything else we got here. Euro US dollar. Now, the euro US dollar has been sinking right here, which is a little unusual because if we're thinking dollar's going to weaken, should we not see US oil, should we not see the US get stronger, get weaker against the euro, which means that the euro US dollar is going to go north, bullish, right? And so if the dollar's not getting stronger, because this is definitely not, I need to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with the dollar index. So let me go to the dollar index quickly. I wanted to see what it's doing down here. Yeah, it seems like we are getting a little stronger right here, which is not so good for our cryptos. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a bearish move on our cryptos. In fact, let me go ahead and take a quick squiz at that. All right, not a bad move, but you are seeing the Bitcoin moving a little bit lower on the day. Let me just see here again. Actually, Bitcoin's up 6% for the day. Ethereum's up 8%. Litecoin's up 10%. So, all right, we're getting some good movement out of the altcoins. Let's see if it can maintain itself. Now, I'm thinking if Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the cryptos are busy holding its ground, and we see some bullish movement in that, then maybe this bearish move this move that we've seen on the dollar being bullish right here is just a short-term move. I'm starting to see we're getting into an overbought condition. There is consolidation right there. Maybe we're going to stay range bound that. So I'm going to go ahead and bank on the dollar getting weaker. And so that means that the euro US dollar right here that we've seen that is bearish based on a strong dollar might start seeing some sort of recovery. So I'm going to go back to the euro US dollar right here, and I'm going to trade this bounce back. Oh, by the way, I like the fact that it's taking out this low right here as well, because this was the low that took out the previous wave 4 low right here. So that became now, of course, the deeper correction. So this is actually looking pretty solid right here. And if you actually draw trend lines connecting the dots right here, you can see that we actually got a good support level there for a good bounce. I'm going to be bullish on euro US dollar. So here is euro US dollar right here. I'm going to buy euro US dollar, and I am in. Okay, now we've got one more currency left. That is the Canadian Swiss. Let's go take a look at CAD Swiss. Listen, traders, if the market has moved this far up and we haven't had some pullback, then clearly we need to see some pullback, all right? And so we do trade support and resistance. Are we at a support level? Well, if I look over here on the 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing right here that there is resistance here. And because there's resistance here, and because the market has rallied up as much as it has, and because we're in an overbought condition, that all lines up for a possible drop in CAD Swiss. Now, before I make a decision on that, let's take a look at US oil. And if I go to US oil right here, let And my voice is going away. I'm having too many shows. But if I go take a look over here, let's see here. All right, let's take a look here. So we've gone down here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, so US oil has still not taken out the low right here of 61. We're in this correction. We're looking for US oil to sell off. Okay, I'm going to look to sell CAD Swiss. So I like the fact that this is just a short-term correction, and we look for CAD Swiss to go ahead and sell off. So let's go ahead and take a look at CAD Swiss right here. We are at this resistance right here, so I'm expecting it to sell off. Now, the reason why we're also seeing this big sharp rally to the upside right here is also due to a Swiss weakness. We did talk about the Swiss National Bank, and we said that the Swiss National Bank will go ahead and possibly look to intervene. And this is what's happening at the moment right now. They are intervening. And so if they intervene, then that means that we are probably going to see the Swiss go ahead and weaken their currency, which is currently right now happening. So what I'm going to do at the moment right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and start buying in on the CAD Swiss. Definitely going to go ahead and jump in on a buy on CAD Swiss right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, did I say buy? Let me rephrase that. A sell. I want to go ahead and sell off this buy. That's what I want to go ahead and do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expect a correction move in the CAD Swiss, and I'm going to go ahead and sell. All right, so I'm selling the top right here, looking for a correction move to the downside, and so we'll go ahead and check that out. All right, so this is the deal. Let's sum it up. So we have a long on US dollar CAD. We have a long on New Zealand CAD. We have a long on Euro US dollar. We have a long on Aussie CAD. And we have a short on Canadian Swiss. That is a setup. So if you want to check out those trades, check out the Telegram below. You'll see inside the description, there is a link to the Telegram channel. Now, traders, you can follow the trades as I go ahead and place them in this live trading account. You can follow the trades exactly how I go ahead and implement it. Another thing to remind you, if you like this video, like the content of this video, go ahead and smash the like button so we can get this video out to as many people. So go ahead and support the channel and smash the like button. Another thing is there was a question from John. And the question from John was, let me go ahead and take a look here again. The question from John is that he mentioned that we enter several pairs, and since he's had the Pip Grabber Trade Copier, he's been entering on the same currency pair. Listen here, John, Jack, I think it's John or Jack. I'm not sure. I think it's John or Jack, but I can't remember. But the thing is this. The trade copier, as well as what we do here, we trade with cost averaging trading approach. So which means that if you get in on a trade and it enters multiple positions on a particular currency pair, that is what it does. Okay? So we trade five currency pairs, right? Complete transparency. As you can see on the actual trades that we've placed today, we trade five currency pairs. But we can enter as much as 15 or even 20 times on one currency pair. Now, if you've got any question about the trade copier, or if you want to find out a little bit more about stuff, please make sure that you use the right form of communication, and that is go ahead and send an email to info@tradersnetworkclub.com. And my support team will go and answer all questions that you may have. All right, we'll address any questions you may have. And if you are struggling with managing the risk on your portfolio or whatever it is, and you need to go ahead and get not advice, but just get an opinion about what we're doing, what's keeping us in the market and doing well for us, we can tell you about that. But remember, we are not CTAs. We're not CTAs, so we cannot advise you what you need to do. But what we can tell you is what we're doing and what's working for us. All right? And if there's other clients that are doing just as well and they do have certain setups, we will tell you about that as well. So we're not advising. We will go ahead and tell you what we're doing so that can go ahead and give you a good indication of what to go ahead and do in your own trading account. Now, everyone is responsible for their own trading account. Whether you're trading the Pip Grabber Trading Tool or whether you're using the actual trade copier, the risk is on you. You're managing your own account. You have to make sure that you're comfortable with everything that is being done. I got a question from another student about, actually, I think it was yesterday. And the question that came through was, what do I do on the Pip Grabber Trading Tool Pro? Because the Trading Tool Pro has got a trend filter in. And so I said, and this particular trader asked me, do I look for directional bias and deploy it in the direction? And the answer to that is, of course. If that's what you want to do and you feel comfortable doing, then yes. You don't have to just rely on the Pip Grabber Trading Tool filter, but you can actually go ahead and trade it however you want to. That's purely up to you. How you trade that is fine. But I do oversee the trade copier. So the trade copier, I keep an eye on the trade copier, I keep an eye on the risk, and I also keep an eye on the risk on some of the trading accounts that are connected to the trade copier. So if I see one account or account that is flagging that there's a possible risk of overexposure, I do send out an email and let the students know and say, hey, listen here, I just want to let you know that there is possibly, a good possibility that you may be over leveraged. Just go ahead and check it out and reevaluate your risk. Again, I'm not going to advise anyone. I'm just going to give them, say, hey, I'm seeing a warning sign. That's about it. So with that being said, traders, thank you for joining today. It's been fun. We're definitely going to go ahead and continue to monitor our trades and see how we're doing. Right now, it looks like we are slightly up on the Aussie CAD. We're slightly up on the CAD Swiss, and we're slightly up on the US dollar CAD. And break even. Oh, we're slightly up on Euro US dollar as well, and we're slightly down on New Zealand CAD. So we're looking pretty good over right now. We'll see how it continues for the rest of the day, and we'll go ahead and check out how we're doing tomorrow. And we should, if all things go well, we should be out of these trades by tomorrow and look for new opportunities. So join us tomorrow again, same time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I know I got the times wrong in my last video. I thought it was 8 o'clock, then I said it was 8:15, and then I said it was 11:30. All confused. But the thing here is, traders, check out our YouTube channel. We've got a list of shows and the times of the show. So you can go ahead and check it out. Put reminders on that, put notifications, and get notified when we go ahead and trade live. So with that being said, I want to thank Cameron, my producer, for getting all these things set up and ready for us to rock and roll. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see everyone back again same time tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. This is FxBigDog signing off.